Hi, this is my reflection on micro-teaching. Basic information. The target students are P2, and since this is a post-reading activity, students should have already finished reading, writing, and receiving the feedbacks from teachers. A little bit more details on the writing task. That involves a composition in the genre missing flyers. In that missing flyers, students have to write about a lost family member and describe their physical features by drawing and writing. So the aims of this activity are to provide a purpose for their works done and also to provide a platform for exchange of works. So here's the rundown of this activity. First of all, students distributed their missing flyer composition, and then they need to stick it all around the classroom. When they finish sticking the missing flyers, they need to return to their seats, and then they're distributed in other worksheets, which are their peers' drawings on their mothers or their other family members. So eventually, students need to look for their peers' missing flyers on the walls according to the drawings they are randomly distributed or they're holding on their hands. So here is the analysis on my own micro-teaching. The first area is my strengths. Before we play this video, let's talk about some details about it. This is a scene after the students finish posting their missing flyers all around the classroom, and I was instructing them about the game.
Thank you for posting the missing flyers. Are you tired? Tired, then you can't play this game. Are you tired? No, yeah, that's good. Okay, so here is the steps for our game. Later, I will give you your drawings. But this drawing is not yours, it's your friend's drawings. So, for example, you, Angela, you will have Celine's drawing on her mother. And you need to take her mother's drawing and walk around the classroom. Then you need to look for Celine's composition. Look for her missing flyers. When you see her composition, you take it down. You take it down. And then you go back to your seat. The fastest one wins the game. Yay! So,
So in this video, it shows that body language and gestures are very important. Um, one of the many advantages of using body languages or gestures, is that it helps students to fill out their gaps when they are uncertain of teacher's instruction. Say for example, when I instruct students to look for missing flyers on the walls, I will put my hands around my eyes so that if students do not understand what does it mean by looking, then they will know it is an action that involves using the eye, or it is really looking for something. So all these body languages or gestures help filling out the gaps. And also, um, all these actions helps engaging students' attention because after all, um, these gestures construct a very engaging or energetic impression to students. And also, another strength is the way I check for students' understanding. So this is after the instruction, and I was checking on their understanding.
So, do you understand what I said?
Yes.
Yes? I am not sure. So, Angela, what are we going to do first?
Get a drawing.
Get a drawing. So, Celine, are you going to get your own drawing?
No.
No. Whose drawing?
Others.
Yes, very good. Then, Angela, what are we going to do after you get your friend's drawing?
Walk around.
Walk around and you
Look.
look. And then when you find your composition, what do you do?
My composition.
Your friend's composition.
Take it down.
Take it down. And do you run? No, don't run. And you don't tear your friend's composition or drawing. If you do that, you lose. Okay? So, now let's play a game.
So I took a step-by-step approach to check on their understanding. Um, Instead of asking one question on what we will do later, I step by step asked them guiding questions about the task so that students are prompted to reflect or recall their memory on my instructions so that they can have a more consolidated memory or impression to my instruction. And even when students are uncertain about my instruction, with all these prompting and guiding questions, they can still be reminded about what we will do later. However, I noticed a weakness in my micro-teaching, which is I did not explain the purpose of this activity in advance. Let's take a look of this scene.
Good morning, kids. So very good on your composition last week. I really love your work. So I want to reward you with a very funny game. Do you want to play it?
Yes.
Yes. If you want to play it and if you want to win, you need to listen to my steps. So
So as you may see, in this introduction of the activity, I only frame this activity as a game rather than providing them an authentic context where the students really are lost with their family members and that they have to post missing flyers to find their family. Um, this is a very crucial mistake, I think, because by giving them a purpose, which is getting lost with their family, it helps constructing a context where they find a purpose of doing so. And framing it as a matching game, it would result in that students are not taking the task as serious as giving them a purpose. So this is a point that I have to correct, and this is what I should have said. Sorry, this is a typo. The title should be what I should have said, not I said. Sorry about that. And in the first place, I should say, do you remember why we need a missing flyer? And of course, they may say we lost our parents or any family members. And then I will continue. Yes, today we all got lost with our parents. And now let's find them with our missing flyers and drawings of them. This way we can give an actual situation to the students so that they will engage more in this activity, and it also helps consolidate students' understanding on this genre, which is to post missing flyer when people are lost. So what I have learned from others, I think Tammy has done a very great job by using magic finger. Her way of using magic finger was to demonstrate with the whole class. For example, in a drawing task, after she has instructed the class, she would ask the students to raise their hands and point out their magic fingers and start drawing. So this is very effective because it involves the whole class to demonstrate, and it involves action, so that it's very engaging. And students, if they are not sure about the task, they can still imitate others and be reminded. And here's what I would do. I would call this whisper year. I would modify into whisper year. In this whisper year, I would ask students to whisper to their neighbors about the task I just instructed, so that everyone can rehearse and everyone can be reminded if they're not if some of them are uncertain about the task. And yeah, about Angela, she has a very organized steps of instruction. She would demonstrate doing the worksheet step by step with their students, and I think this is a very good job. But I can't really apply it on my case because I didn't really have task of involving finishing a worksheet. So anyway, I think I did learn many things from my teammates, and I think that's pretty much of my reflection on this micro teaching, which is quite meaningful. And thank you for your time. And that's pretty much all. Thanks and goodbye.